Kia ora koutou katoa, my name is Tea.
And my name's Liv, and you're watching
Rough Draft.
The point of this channel is to share artistic journeys.
And to remind people that no matter how awful you think your art is now, it'll always get better.
Now, one thing to note, the two of us have very different art levels. I personally have been learning to draw for about 4 years now, and I'm more experienced within character design, but I'm kind of hoping that the point of this channel will be allowing myself to challenge myself within character design, but also challenge myself in more backgrounds as well.
I have been drawing for much less time than that, due to some insecurities driving me away from all the artistic classes I could have taken throughout school. But I've wanted to be good at drawing ever since I was really young, and recently when I took an illustration class, I had the breakthrough that I needed, helping me embrace my own art style and its value and importance. I learnt it's important not to compare yourself to others and to follow your own path.
Easier said than done.
And if you truly want to be better at something, you have to take the first step and try. Which brings us here.
Our channel, where our motto is, at least we tried. This is our first video, and we were hoping to introduce ourselves a bit better through the beautiful world of D&D.
Nerd.
Alright. We picked each other's classes, and then we drew ourselves as these D&D characters, and we are now here to share these drawings.
We have not seen what each other has drawn yet, going in completely blind, so I'm really excited to see how it turned out. Shall we begin?
Yes, let's.
Okay, great. So the class that I picked for Liv was Ranger. Let's go see how it turned out.
As you can tell, I was given a Ranger, and the interesting thing about this design is that I kind of knew pretty early on what I wanted the posing and stuff to be. Normally when I create a character design, I like to do lots of mood boards and have lots of references set up for how I wanted things to be set up, but I didn't really have that urge or need with this one, although I definitely needed references for the clothes. I was kind of trying to go for this vibe where, well, not vibe, but it was more I was trying to represent aspects of my life through D&D and how my family translates their history in D&D. So obviously, as you can tell by the te reo in our video, we are from New Zealand.
Yeah.
However, my family, they're not from New Zealand originally. My dad's actually Greek, and I have a lot of aspects of him. I love the heat, I love the culture and everything. So what I wanted to be was that my character comes from a hot country and was forced to, due to maybe a war or something, to move down to a colder climate. So knowing me and how much I hate the cold, I wanted to wear lots of really warm, fluffy clothing because I know I would love that. Yeah, exactly. The reason why I'd be a ranger is because my father has taught me a lot of these survival skills, and my mother, who is from New Zealand, helped adapt these skills over. So that's where the ranger history would come from.
Great pick me.
Yeah, exactly. And other things I want to interpret is that, oh yeah, I was thinking of having a dog. I got rid of it because it wasn't working. That's something I need to improve on. Animal anatomy. But I gave it a go. But one thing I did want to have in the drawings is crystals. I am a very spiritual person. Anyone who knows me can tell you that. So I really wanted to show off one of my favorites and pretty common crystal here. It's a rose quartz. I just love the color pink. So I really wanted to show that, and I figured that with this character, she is a ranger, but she does specialize in some healing aspects and uses crystal energy to help heal or to help strengthen her bows. She makes her bows out of crystals and stuff.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so that's kind of the vibe I was going for. I really wanted to show aspects of myself and personality in this video without telling too much either.
Well, it looks very cool. I love the design. The line art looks amazing.
Oh, thank you. But I've improved since this drawing. So I look back at this and go, oh gosh.
Oh god, this was like so many weeks ago, like a month or something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been a while.
So, but look, we've already going up from here, you know? So.
Yeah, like we said, we can only get better.
Yeah.
The ball is rolling up.
Yeah, exactly. As you can see, I take a while with my lining and stuff. I kind of tend to go over a drawing a lot. I like to do really, really rough drawings, and I like to go over it in like a pencil sketch.
Draft.
Yeah, the rough draft. And then I go over it and line it near the end, and then I colour it. I'm very much experimenting with my colours right now. I'm less confident with my colouring, and I've been trying to do mini courses online and stuff to try improve my shadowing and perception of colour and stuff. And for all those people staring at the screen, I know I am not filling in these things very well. I'm too lazy to learn how Procreate makes things more efficient to colour fill, so bear with that tediousness, I apologise. I'll get there eventually.
I think the drawing looks really cool. I really liked it. I really love how the interpretation you took from like the ranger prompt. I just gave you class and nothing else, and like the background and history you took into it makes me feel like I should have done more with my character.
That's something for you artists out there. Don't feel like you need to do something extreme.
Exactly. You don't just do whatever you want to do, and don't feel too bad if somebody else did more.
Yeah, because that's, you know, part of your journey. Even though I think I do have more experience than you in practice, I still have a lot of insecurities about my own art and where I'm meant to be. I know so many talented artists out there, and I still think, oh my gosh, I can't compare to that. But I still try. Oh, that's me trying backgrounds, by the way.
I think they look so good.
Got rid of it.
You should have kept it. It looks nice.
I'm sorry. I didn't
Just
like
wait
it.
until you see my background.
Oh, okay.
You'll feel way better.
Okay.
Speaking of my background, shall we go see my video?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so here's my drawing. Do you want to tell them what class you picked for me?
Now, to be honest, I actually nearly forgot. But I remembered. It's okay. So I chose a druid.
I took a minute to figure stuff. There we go. Because I'm so new to anatomy, I usually try and like do a rough trace of something just to give me an idea, which I think is totally fine, especially for new people who are just learning. I think it's okay. So I just had this basic pose that I wanted, and then I had like Pinterest open in the background as I was trying to figure out my outfit, and I found it really difficult because I got like hung up on this idea of what would I wear, which made it not a very interesting character design, to be honest, but I still think it's good. Hopefully it's good.
It's looking pretty good right now. I think you're being very critical of yourself.
I am being very critical of myself. It's just because of, showing people your art, you suddenly get really nervous.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
But yeah, so I decided to go for like a little satchel for practicality reasons, and like a nice little cloak. I love cloaks. Cloaks are great. And I was just trying to, figure out what made it look nice and good. What do you think?
Well, I mean, it's in early phases. I can see... That was...
Copy and paste the eyes, that's my tip.
Oh, I mirror too. It's interesting because not only are you drawing on a different software, so you have a different set of challenges with figuring out tools. Digital drawing is just different, and every brush and stuff interprets things differently, right?
Yeah. I've been trying to focus on learning how to draw faces. Like in this one, the way I draw mouths is the first time I've ever drawn mouths like that, and I think I actually like it quite a lot.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to kind of go with that, and that's why you got to keep trying different things. If you don't like something, you've got to try variations and just see what works for you.
And you'll probably find that as time goes on, how you draw things now is going to change within a few months. And there are going to be aspects of how you draw now that are always going to carry with you, but there are going to be massive transformations.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, but like before we started this channel, we were sharing each other's art when we were concepting this and seeing how you drew before that, and then seeing this drawing, you have already improved.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely feel like I have improved. I did Art Fight last year, which is kind of what suddenly spurred me on this journey of doing art again, seriously. And I can definitely see I improved so much over the course of just doing that, which was very cool. Figuring out the color was so difficult because I was trying to color match it to my own tones. And I had like an eyedropper open on like another screen, and it was not helping.
No, it's okay. That's how I used to do colours too, but that's why I decided to recently learn colour theory.
Colour theory is so hard, man.
Yeah.
I really tried.
Well, it's interesting, but yet again, this is what's different to digital art compared to painting. Painting, you have to layer, right? So you are automatically messing with different tones and colours and stuff to get the desired look. So in that way, it's almost easier because you actively are thinking about it, whereas with digital art, you can kind of skip a lot of that process, or you can choose to skip a lot of that process, and colours don't blend the same way, so you have to approach things differently. So, oh, you're doing the shadows?
I am. You taught me that. It doesn't look great now, but there we go. That's better.
No, but look at what shadowing has done to enhance.
Yeah,
just
I
that
think
little
learning
change.
shading has improved my art so much.
Yeah.
Do you want to like tell them your tip?
So I was drawing with T one day for fun, and we were sharing and giving each other feedback and stuff, you know, trying to help each other. And I noticed that a lot of T's drawings she was feeling were coming off a little bit flat, and you didn't really know what to do with it. So I kind of showed her through my own drawings how I like to add shadow.
Yeah, so it's like choosing a slightly different color, like down the color wheel and darker.
Yeah, and that's how you can do it with any shading. My friend actually told me that.
What is it? Multiplying the layer.
Yeah.
We're bad at explaining things.
Yeah.
I feel somewhat dissatisfied with the final design.
Really?
Because I feel like I didn't put enough fantasy and detail in it, but I'm still pretty happy with what I managed to achieve considering my skills.
To be honest, I kind of prefer the realism aspect of things, right?
Okay,
because,
thanks.
Yeah, but it's because, look, we can all go into fantasy, but something with character design that I find a lot that can be a detriment is the busyness of a design.
Yeah.
Like my design, I probably could argue is a bit busy.
Yeah, and I just have to remind myself that simplicity is kind of my brand and not a bad thing.
Yeah, no, and it's good that, you know, if you're worried about the simplicity with translation, something that I would probably recommend working on is your silhouettes. And those character poses and stuff. Because even with a simple design, it doesn't matter if you have a strong pose and a strong silhouette associated with that. It can say a million words, right?
Yeah.
You know, the best character designs are sometimes the most simple. And I think people sometimes forget that because you want to convey so much about your character's personality, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's really easy to just keep adding. And I think I did do a bit of that. So I actually prefer how simple yours was comparison.
Well, I thought yours looked amazing. And I thought this was an excellent first challenge.
Yeah. And we're going to keep improving from here, really, and challenging. Something I want to set for T every video is going over some fundamental aspects of drawing that I've learnt that has helped me massively, that will hopefully help T grow as well.
Every art style is unique and different, and what I had been trying to do was achieve somebody else's art style in a level of skill that I wasn't going to be able to get to. And because I just didn't get there and didn't feel like I was progressing quickly enough because I didn't have any help, I just gave up. And I regret that deeply. So I'm really glad that we're doing this channel, because this is me no longer giving up.
Yay! We're not quitters. No. These early days to go over those fundamentals with you, because not only is it going to help you, but I think for people who are more practiced in art, it's so easy to forget the basics as well. And so I think going over the fundamentals would not only benefit you, but also myself. It's super easy to lose track of things or to forget your roots, you know what I mean? So
I do.
I think this will help us thrive. Your art is already improving so much, and it will continue to improve. And even when you have bad days with your drawings, that's just signs of progression, right? Because you know what you did wrong, and then you know how to do better next time.
Yeah. So remember to love yourself and to love your art and to keep drawing no matter what.
Yeah, and at least we tried.
At least we tried. Thanks for watching.